What's up, y'all? As y'all can tell from the title, today is just another drop-in video. Usually you would see me in my car. I turn these videos, these little messages, into like a whole series. It was like a car talk series, but I'm in the process of finding a new car. I'm gonna go into detail about that later, maybe another video another day. But in the meantime, I said I'm gonna have to improvise, get creative. Honestly, I'm just trying a whole bunch of different locations to see what feels comfortable, so you better still sit down, make this video. So that's exactly what I'm doing. I hope y'all have been well. I'm sorry I haven't been back with a video in a while, but I'm excited and I'm grateful and I'm blessed to be here making this video. Today can just be a reminder that you are exactly where you need to be. Sometimes we can go through life, you know, feeling like we're doing so much and we're not really seeing results, or that our energy and work being put in behind the scenes is not getting the recognition that it needs. But right now, if you are watching this video, if you are hearing me speak, you are exactly where you need to be. I know there are so many times in life where we can feel like we're just going through the motions, going the routine, and we don't know if we're actually doing the right thing. I'm always journaling, I'm always taking notes, I'm always trying to share advice and wisdom that I'm learning. Sometimes we can feel like we're being delayed and like we're behind in life, but your path is yours. I say this in all my videos, that we're all on different paths, and although we can relate to each other in different ways, we're still all on our own unique individual paths. So if you've been doubting, confused, feeling a little lost, like you feel like giving up, whatever the case may be, just stop and take a moment to look around at your situation, whether you're in a high season, a low season. And I said this in one of my other videos, but there is no such thing as a season of lack, because every season that we're provided with is meant to show us something, teach us something. We're meant to learn from it, apply it. And the things that we experience, the trials and the tribulations, aren't meant to hinder us and keep us stuck. We're meant to learn from those experiences and move on. And sometimes when we get ourselves in certain predicaments and situations and we choose to not let go or to stay stuck, whether it be with a person, a place, or environment that is just no longer serving you, that was only supposed to be there for a reason and a season or a lesson. Sometimes we can get so codependent and comfortable on things around us that we don't realize how much we miss the things that are right in front of us, the things we look over daily and take for granted. You woke up with breath this morning in your lungs. Be grateful for what you have and work with what you have. You know, I'm in a season, me personally, I did not see myself being in a season where I didn't have my own car, you know, especially with being an adult. I'm 23 years old. I've been paying my bills and doing, you know, all my own stuff since I was about 16 years old. I moved out on my own in my first apartment when I was 19. So I started life pretty fast. You know, I was taught to, of course, be dependent and go get it. But, you know, as I got older, I had to realize that I had to slow down and stop rushing. We are not in a rush. It is a marathon, not a race. We don't have to rush to get everything done. It is okay to sit back and be still, rest and rejuvenate, or whatever you need to do to get yourself right. We always feel like we got to do so much, extend ourselves, but it's like we cannot give ourselves to things outside of ourselves if we are not okay within ourselves. But I'm saying, if your cup is not filled, if you do not feel okay, it's harder to show up and give to people. So if you're in a season of just having to be still, or in that in-between season where you're kind of there and you know there's something coming next, but you don't know what it looks like, you're not supposed to. The thing about seasons is they come and they go. Some seasons may seem longer than others, but seasons are seasons. They come and they go. They teach us things. Each season we're meant to grow and evolve and become a different version of ourselves to show up how we need to that season of our lives, and that is okay. I'm in a season of learning how to humble myself and really let go. It is so uncomfortable, you guys. I'm not a very materialistic person. I'm grateful for the basics that I have and that God has provided me with. The apartment, everything I have, I'm very, very grateful for. And there was a time in my life where I'm not gonna say took it for granted, as in I didn't appreciate it, but I looked it over. I was so focused on what's next and getting to the next thing that I started to forget my blessings that were right in front of me, which is basic things like waking up, your health, your family, just little things we look over and then we don't really pay attention to until it goes wrong, when we should already be grateful for these things. So whether you're in a high season or a low season, show up and wake up every day and be grateful. Sometimes it's so hard to wake up and be grateful and have a positive attitude and a good mood when your situation, your predicament does not look like how you want it to look. It's hard, it's not easy, it's not meant to be. But that's the thing about it, and that's the challenge. Showing up no matter what your external reality looks like right now, whether it's ideal or not, whether you have a lot or a little. Be grateful for whatever you have right now. If you're watching this video and you're hearing the words that I'm speaking, I'm telling you to stop, look around, and say thank you. whether you believe in God or not, a higher power, whatever, just thank you. You know, I thank God. I thank my higher power, because I know that whether I'm in a high season or a low season, I have this foundation. God is the foundation for me. You know, a couple years ago, I would look at my life when, let's say I go into debt, or I had a bill, or I just money was tight. You know, I have been through a lot of seasons where I've just humbled myself, and God has humbled me, not to punish me, but to really be thankful. It's so easy to say thank you or you're grateful for something, but you're really not, because it's like you've been at it, you have it. Sometimes we think we're obligated to certain things in life when we're not. Life does not owe us anything, you guys, and life happens, life be lifing. I'm saying all this to say that it's so easy to look over the small things, but you're exactly where you're meant to be. Be grateful for what you have and where you are, and know that no matter what season you're in, you will be provided for. I like to think that God will provide, and this is why I'm so big on just speaking. I don't speak to try to convert people to believe in God, especially if you don't, but God is real. Whether you believe that or not, for me personally, it's real. And I know where I've been. I know the low seasons I've been in. And I know that every low season I've been in, God has been the one to pull me out. It wasn't me alone. It wasn't my own strength. Because there was times where I was so weak and I didn't have any strength to get myself out. It had to be a higher power. So just know that in this season, whether it's an in-between season, an unknown, whatever, a waiting season, prepare. It may seem like nothing's happening, but that's the time to lean into God the most and to prepare. How do you do that? Show up every day. Show up for yourself, show up for the people around you, show up for God. I'm in a season of just showing up every day, whether I'm feeling good or I'm not, because I have this mindset now to where I have a new foundation. And that's why in my last video I was talking about starting over from scratch and building a new foundation. A part of starting over from scratch for me and building my new foundation was putting God there. My foundation was what I thought was best for me, what I wanted. And as years went on, I just realized I was leading myself in the opposite way that I was supposed to be going. And although I always thought I was, I never really knew 100%. I've been in this season of having to just, I'm not gonna say wait on God, but trust him more. And if you're in a season like that of just having to lean in and kind of trust in the unknown, which is not really trusting in the unknown, because your future and what's ahead is known, and it's known by God. And if you want to know how to get to that next season and how to show up and what you're supposed to be doing in the meantime, you have to make that time for God. You have to feed and pour into the foundation, and the foundation, like I said, for me, is God. So for example, my car situation. I don't have my car right now. And I didn't think I would be experiencing something to where I'd be in a season of not having my car. But sometimes we feel like when we're lacking things or we don't have what we feel like we need, we really do. Everything we need is within us. God equips us with everything we will ever need for every single season. You will never go too long without what you need. God will always show up, and he will always provide every time. And I say all this to say that I don't know what the future of my car is. I don't know if I'm going to get my car back. I don't know if I'm going to have a new car. I don't know. And usually the anxiety and the stress, like, oh my gosh, I don't have a car. A car is it's important. It gets you from point A to point B. But even though I'm in this season, I don't have a car, God has still been showing up and providing. I have still made it to every single destination that I needed to get to. You know, I have a lot to be grateful for, and just because I'm set back in one area or sector of life doesn't mean my whole life is bad. One bad thing happened and we just feel like why is it happening? Life is not happening to you, it's happening for you. And once you change your perspective, it all changes. Life is not happening to you, it's happening for you. Life is not happening to you, it's happening for you. It's up to you to show up. If you're in that in-between season, what do? You don't know? Don't sit there, don't be lazy, don't give up, don't give out on yourself. Show up. This is the time to get up and push the most. There's a lot. I'm not where I want to be in life. And looking on the outside in, you may be like, oh. But for me personally, it's not like that. I don't look at my life from a material perspective or point of view. My fuel, my fire, my energy comes from God. Because if it was up to me, I would not be here. Struggled with mental health and just being in my mind. And sometimes being so caught up in your mind can distract you and keep you from focusing and looking at the real true blessing, which is life. Every day you wake up is another day that God can use you for something great, in a big way or a little way. Every day you wake up, you have purpose and meaning for your life. So don't sit here and make it seem like you're not important or you're just going through the motions. Don't do that. You got to pour into yourself. You got to show up. And the best person to help you do that is God. You know, I'm just speaking. There's a lot that I'm still learning. There's a lot, I don't know everything, but I'm here. Every day I wake up, I get on my knees and I thank God for real, because it's so easy to just take this life for granted. But life is so precious, you guys. And the same way we get these nice things is the same way we can lose them like that. Your external reality, your happiness should not be focused and based on external things, money, cars, material. Do not put yourself and all of you into these external things. Because when these things are gone and you're back at rock bottom or square one, who's gonna be there? Probably nobody. But you know who will be there? God. God will be there. And when I say God, I'm talking about the one true and living God. I hope y'all have a great day, a blessed day. It's your girl, Lynette. I'm out. I will see y'all in the next video. And expect, I don't know where I'll be in the next video. Maybe I'll be here, maybe I'll be out. I don't know where I'll be, so be on the lookout and stay tuned for just the next video. I don't know when I'll pop up. I'll pop up when God tells me to pop up. There's this quote, a saying by Henry Ward Beecher, and it said, "The strength of a man consists in finding out the way in which God is going and going in that way too." And that just really made me think like, okay, boom. So if you're in a season of not knowing where to go, which way to look, what's ahead, figure out where God is going and go that way too. Sometimes we feel like life is just happening and we be caught off guard. You will not be caught off guard if you simply seek God. God is omnipresent. He's omniscient, meaning he knows everything. He sees everything. And stop putting limitations on God. The moment you stop putting limitations on God is the moment you stop putting limitations on your life, and you're able to see the blessings and everything unfold. But before you can get to those blessings, know that those seasons, those trials and those tribulations, those in-between seasons, those low seasons, they will come, because they're building you up and preparing you for something else. If we don't experience those low seasons, we won't know how to be grateful when we get to where we want to be. Sometimes we've got to be broken down to be built back up, and that is okay, and you will be okay. So this is a reminder that you're exactly where you need to be, and I'm sending y'all so much love. I'll see you on the next video.